What's up, everyone? Nkane here, and welcome to, I'm pretty sure it's the official 30th attempt at this fucking video. Oh, God, perfectionism is such a pain in the ass. That, and just in the process of doing all these various attempts and stuff like that, I ended up finding out different quirks, different solutions, different issues, things about the game that, while becoming more noticeable while recording, they can actually lead to, performance instability or just increase kind of micro stutters and stuff like that through just how the engine functions itself. And through talks with Wemino through the issues section on his GitHub, going to find out the things I thought were kind of performance regressions that never really either properly got patched or they just didn't care to patch them is more engine functionality itself, like the checkpoint loadings and stuff like that, which even on an SSD or an NVMe SSD I would either expect to be so micro as to barely be noticeable unless you're looking for it. He plans on looking into that, see if maybe it could be optimized further to basically be completely negligible. But yeah, just stuff like that I thought were performance problems turned out to be actual engine functionality itself. So yeah, same philosophy with my first video. While I changed things around after a few tries into the format I was going for, I'm going to be doing the second level instead because it has more gunfight gameplay, more interaction, there's more stuff I can compare and contrast with, and just especially now that Echo Patch 1.2.0 was just released earlier today, so can test out increased functionality from there. Some things I'm actually really excited about as far as graphical upgrades and the like goes. And I thought I was done, and then it turns out I didn't leave the MSI Afterburner or TSS monitoring functionality into the video itself, therefore making some of my commentary completely pointless, and also proper discrepancies for seeing what's changed, what's not, became useless. So yeah, this will hopefully be the last time I do this. Options, performance. So nothing Echo Patch related just yet. I am on maximum, custom. I have volumetric light density to medium. For all intents and purposes, the settings I have here now, and realizing that RTSS's frame limiter, either it does not like mingling with VSync and other frame limiters, which makes sense if you actually think about it, or it's just of a superior frame limiting breed. But yeah, during one of the renditions I had made, I noticed frame time discrepancies between baseline and then Echo Patch, whereas recording just baseline with its frame limiter, I mean, it was playable while recording, it just definitely wasn't pleasant, versus not recording at all. Obviously things were stable, but if you really paid attention, you were going to find performance instabilities here and there, versus Echo Patch, where obviously things were much more improved, but it still wasn't crisp. And then I turned off both of their frame limiters, and lo and behold, you see what you see now. Completely level line, no dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. So yeah, FSA 2 times. This is pretty much the general setup I've been keeping since I discovered, and things have otherwise about 99.99999% of the time complete frame time and frame rate stability. So enough of my fucking rambling again. Let's get testing. So yeah, with those settings and whatnot, 1 to 2 frame differences and the way as consistent as it be, I really don't mind not hitting a 120 all the way through. That's perfectly fine for me. So yeah, I am going to do 2 different runs and basically stack them on top of each other, do compare and contrast. The second one will probably have more footage, considering I'll have more to show off as far as new features and shit like that goes, but I'll do a compare and contrast and then give my honest, but, not unappreciative thoughts towards the end of the video.
Since you're on point, see if you can get this gate open. I'd send one of my boys, but I think we need a specialist for this one.
Sure, ass cover.
Find that gate control yet? Come on, we ain't got all day.
It's seriously, having figured out the things that I figured out now, especially involving RTSS, it is so nice to just see that stable frame line. Even on base play. First time around I had to pause because I forgot the fucking controls. Also, I changed the flashlight and stuff like that in the interaction to the wrong direction, so I was just like, what the fuck? Oh, God. What the fuck do I do?
Good job. Head on back. What the hell is that? Over there! Yeah! Littlebird, what's your situation? Littlebird, come in. I'm losing your signal. If you can hear me, rendezvous with Jankowski. Proceed. Rendezvous with Jankowski.
Must say a lot about this game, given the number of times that I've done this portion. I'm still not necessarily bored, I just want to be done with this, so that way I can properly play again with an even better experience. Another thing I still love is the randomization of this portion. Sometimes you get no bodies, sometimes you get one body. or I should say, what's left of their bodies. And then other times you get all three. I rarely ever encounter all three. It's always some kind of mixture. Just little bits like that I can appreciate, despite the fact that, you know, there's the persistence of the effects. Well, that's not creepy in the slightest.
Started shooting.
Command, all civilians have been neutralized. Echo 0, report. Echo 0, roger. Position and intercept
Sorry, buddy.
hostile forces.
I love doing that. It's also a weird feeling. I'm recently got access to Dolby Atmos. I have the trial for Dolby Access currently on, mixed with Diesel. So, despite, you know, my audio already being pretty goddamn snazzy, it's things feel even weirder but better and good, so might try and go for a combination of that, even with my quote-unquote older USB DAC amp, Diesel, and Dolby Atmos going forward. Health. And it seems the key to this is to hug it as much as possible and not turn on slow-mo like an idiot. Really? Really? Thank you. That was embarrassing.
That Echo 0 isn't responding. Command, this is Echo 7. Should we investigate? Negative. I'll dispatch a search team.
Come on, boy. God damn, that motherfucker can take a while to die. Oh shit. God, I love the ragdolling. It's even more excessive at higher frame rates, but god damn is it's fun though. I'm right here. Whoa! Was not expecting that. Dickhead. That was rude. Seriously, that explosion caught me the fuck off guard. No, your head's full of lead. Kinda hard to have a visual with a head full of lead. What is that, everybody? Couldn't quite tell if I heard footsteps or not. Even with the headset. Fuck, I just remembered when I was editing this again, I still didn't check to see what the hell that was. I gotta try this time around. Okay, health permanently increased.
This is Echo 6. We've reached the first marker. Roger, Echo 6. Secure the area. Intruders have been confirmed.
Which intruders? A little rude to call me an intruder. Hello, buddy. I mean, that's not really gonna do much when I'm painting you all over the fucking wall. I don't really think that's going to accomplish much. Oh, I didn't realize they were stacked on each other. Oh, that's great. It's little moments like that that I enjoy the most. Wonder how close he is this time. Hello, friend. Previous time trying that, he literally bounded around the corner as I was coming up, freaked the fuck out of me. I had never seen him that close before.
Nobody seems to know what's going on, but we've been hearing a lot of loud noises. Have you guys heard anything over there?
End of messages.
Alright, onward. Have I just never noticed this body here before? Where'd the other guy go? I guess this corpse must have disappeared. Oh, damn it, I did the reverse of the run. Seriously though, I've never noticed that corpse before. Okay, I'm good on the armor.
Check the upper floor. Yes, sir.
Okay, so the guy who does bound through the double doors sometimes is one of the troops. They don't get all the way in. Okay. I was curious about that. Oh, and another beauty about the at least for recording, doing the RTSS frame limiter fixes the jerkiness that comes with walking with the high frame rate and whatnot. Without the stability, you jerk forward annoyingly. Still isn't perfect on baseline, but it's significantly better. Graphical and performance purposes. Alright. Bring out the assault. Your heart and reflexes will give you an edge against enemies. Press slow-mo to enter slow motion. Press it again. Hello, boys. Flying. Well, that could have gone better, but it didn't go bad. Okay, I'm pretty sure I kind of centralized everybody. Unfortunately, I should have let him come out further. Oh well. Basically at the end anyway.
Someone. Is someone there?
Alrighty, for my finishing thoughts. I am still very appreciative and thankful for GOG's preservation program. I truly am. But I reiterate a sentiment from my email to them in regard to Curse. The extra mile goes a long way for future purchases. Same philosophy with a game developer still throwing patches at their 10-year-old worst games just for the sake of, oh hey, there's this minor inconvenience we can get out of the way just now. That's future purchasers or even long-term purchasers of long-term consumers of your games going, they go that far for their earliest titles? Fuck yeah, I'm up for their next game. That's easy money. You have consumer confidence, and you also that extra mile goes a long way. So for the end result of this preservation patch so far, yeah, there's more than a little disappointment. Now the pros still outweigh the cons. Even at base level, there is a performance upgrade, even especially while recording. But for all intents and purposes, Echo Patch is still doing what, in a large part, I feel that GOG should have done themselves still. I'm not saying... I know that basically rewriting this game's engine from scratch is way out of the scope. I get that. But maybe some extra art assets for menu stuff related to FOV and, FPS changes itself. Because with all due respect, having in the patch notes locked at 60 when Echo Patch proves it can be done at 120 at the very least, but having that as quote-unquote configurable, but the configuration is an INI file that not every gaming layman's going to either be able to check, think to check, or is going to want to check, or know what to check. That, to me, comes across as more than a little lazy. I'm appreciative of this program, but there are still extra mile steps that could be taken to make things even better. With that being said, I very much think that the preservation was worth it. I hope that there's another actual patch from GOG themselves at some point or another. I hope they don't just leave it at the one. But I shouldn't just be reliant on Echo Patch to add all these goodies and stuff like that. Some, like the increased capacity for weapons, okay, that makes more sense to me as far as letting the quote-unquote community take care of those kind of things. I get that. Those are extra goodies that the community can pull off. But some of the performance fixes and shit like that should be more or less default GOG development work. But that is what it is. I hope you enjoyed. I swear I hope this is the last rendition of this, because I want to get back to the actual playthrough itself. And peace out for now.